Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Go Gaming. My name is Derek and today we are re-adventuring into the exciting world of infamous First Light. Maddie is here. She's lovely as always and is playing, or at least I think she's playing. You never did a sound sync, did you?
Yeah, I fucking did. You thought I was saying same game instead of same game,
okay,
you asshole.
Alright. Go back to the game then. That guy was chatting on the phone with us last time.
I picked up back in Jersey. The gas helps me run
Oh, and he's still chatting on the phone. This is a really visually amazing game. I really like the way
it's got a lot of good the
purple's
details and stuff. Well, yeah, like her powers are fucking.
I mean, not even just the way that it's aligned, like the colors that they've chosen to create that purplish effect all work very well together. It could have been very easy to make that look gaudy, especially when you have to like look at that the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
good. So, and they picked a nice rainy town. I usually don't like rain in games, but like this time it works around because everything else is colorful. Like the neon sign, she's colorful. You know, so.
Lazy neon gas? Go make yourself useful.
Oh. What? She just plant bombs all around the city?
I think she made a trail to her brother, question mark?
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. She just spread neon gas around the city. Which, BT dubs, I'm pretty sure is poisonous. You really shouldn't just be, it's a boost. Lumen collected. Oh, this is just a section of the game where I make collectible shit. This really didn't need to happen, but I decided to just scatter shit anyway. Whatever. Weird, they taste something.
Good.
You should not! No! I don't care if you have neon gas-based powers. You should not be eating neon gas. That cannot be good for you.
I told you I needed some neon gas.
Ooh.
Focus on Brent.
That's another weird thing about infamous games. There's always some kind of weird, like, sidekick who, like, almost never does anything, but they're calling you all the time with, like, hey, yeah, I got a lead going for this.
You luscious neon fatty.
What the f is going on?
It's a race, apparently.
What are you racing?
Neon gas?
What? This game really went 0 to 60. Like, I was following it, and I'm not even sure anymore. Did you win?
They taste better when they run.
They taste better when they run. What?
Okay.
Dude, if I've had more than enough reasons my entire life never to go to Seattle. I now have several more reasons. Because they're clearly trying to purport that neon gas just runs rampant.
No, she made it happen. Ooh, it's neon singularity.
But, I don't know, some kind of super attack. They had a weird...
I already have it, apparently.
They had a weird vortexy thing in the other infamous game that was really cool. You, like, basically threw an electronic whirlwind at people. Neon drain.
No, they're sticking with fetch for her name. Okay.
What do you mean?
Dashing while in the air will launch fetch forward.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure there's going to be some kind of complicated explanation behind it.
I don't have enough for that, but I like this one better.
I'm trying to remember what they called Cole McGrath. Like, he was like the conduit originally. And he did have a regular name, but they called him something else. He had like a lot of nicknames. I think he was like the Devil of Numerae for a while. Even though he did a lot of shit to help people.
None of you speak English?
You've got one triangle. Defeating enemy, build up energy for a special attack. You know,
Ding! It is ready.
What?
Here it comes.
Now we're gonna mess with the street racing crew? Or is that just the... Wow.
No, that's the Russians.
Wow. Wow. All of the Russians drive souped up cars.
Holy shit.
and wear tracksuits. And Maddie,
Maybe you can't be good with her.
Yeah, what the actual fuck? Like, you just murdered a bunch of people. Like, brutally, might I add. Using science and the powers of neon gas. Which, you know, I know they stretched the possibilities of electricity for Cole McGrath. Like, he did shit like lift cars with, like, electronic pulses. But, like, I don't know that much about neon gas, but she must be stretching what neon gas can do. Because this is just crazy. What the hell's going on? What are you doing?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I can pick that up once she's done fucking talking to this douchebag.
Oh. Yeah, what's this guy's name again? Shane. I've only known a few Shanes in my life, and every one of them except one was an extreme douche. I can say that with certainty. The name Shane is reserved for
This just seems
D-bags.
a little fucking unnecessary.
What did you do?
Neon graffiti.
What?
Which they made very complicated to do because you gotta use motion controls.
Oh, really? Oh, she just added all that at the last second, and she made it blue. What the is this game trying to be?
Got enough for another skill.
Already? Wow. Moving up in the world. There's not even that much of the skill tree. I feel like it'd be really easy to get all of that by the end of the game. Well, is that all that you're doing right now? Is that collecting stuff?
I mean, I'm supposed to be going somewhere, but, you know, am I? No.
You know, I share that same sentiment, you know. In a lot of games where, like, you can level up on your own in, like, an open world, I tend to, like, get a few levels ahead of where I think the game wants me to be. That way nothing is ever, like, something I have to wait for, go out and grind. I know that technically it's like foresightful grinding, you know. It's not like I'm still grinding, just earlier than when I would have had to, but I think it's a lot more fun than, like, having to stop later, you know, getting it all done in the beginning of the game.
Some of them seem to be not unlocked.
Maybe you need some kind of certain ability to suck it out of the ground. Or why don't you just fucking suck it all up before you shot it everywhere? Who knows?
Maybe I couldn't.
I don't know. Oh, like maybe we're putting it places that wouldn't have had neon signs?
Maybe.
So you're like, you were forethinking. Oh, maybe you can't pick it up because you don't need it. Maybe that's what charges you when you're fully charged.
Maybe. I'm trying to
Although it's kind of really weird that shit's everywhere. Also, aren't those the things that you dashed through on the race? So maybe they're just there to make you go faster. I tried running through one of them. Yeah, see? It's not there to pick up, it's just there to make you go faster. Which is very strange. Do other people not see these red neon traps everywhere?
Possibly not. They could have all been a part of this race as well.
BT
I
Dubs.
can't figure out where it fucking starts.
Neon traps either sounds like a very good techno band, like trap music, or it sounds like a very risque porn site for transsexuals. Which would you go for, Maddie? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You gotta rate more neon.
It sounded kind of rude.
No. Do you think that's like do you think that's not like? I mean, I don't want to call it like a hate word, but I've never heard it said in hate before. But I guess it's not.
They're a trap?
That well, you say it like that. I mean, not that I ever use that. I was just saying like, word. That's a word. I was trying to do a play on words. My bad.
Oh, fuck me. Where did it go?
The lumen has gotten away. Oh, those lumens. Do you just randomly stumble upon those things, or you go to certain locations to find them?
Certain locations on the map, see the little flags?
Hmm.
I want to get the Sprite thing, and then I'll go for the quest.
Why was there like a thumbprint on screen?
Where I could drain neon.
Is that your thumbprint?
It's like the touchpad.
That's weird.
Yeah.
More graffiti that you have to do this way. Oh, it's a cat!
3 kitties, it looks like.
Oh, this game's growing on me just a bit.
This is like annoying as fuck to do though.
Yeah. The PlayStation 4 really hasn't been commended for its motion controls, that's for sure.
There he is.
Oh, they're playing with string. Is that supposed to be your way of winning the people's hearts? Maybe these superhuman mutants aren't so bad. I mean, I literally saw one fucking suck a guy up in a nether space with neon, but she also made pretty cats. Is that shit just like there forever? It's like broken particles in space-time. Like, even if you tore down the wall, the like neon structure of the element would still be there. You'd need something that like you could remove like neon with. I'm talking out of my league scientifically. I have no idea the properties of neon.
This game kind of bends the laws of physics, Derek. Like,
just a bit. It's the parking garage where you head for the police.
okay, so
Well,
as everyone knows, I've been very sick lately. And,
only because you tell them every episode.
Well, I sound horrible, and I don't want them to think that this is what I normally sound like.
You've... Alright, I take that back, because you've been sick for about 3 weeks now, and that has been, like, a lot of episodes recorded in those 3 weeks.
Yeah, and, like, we always fucking decide to record when, oh, you're home? Yeah, it's because I'm dying. Well, we're gonna record anyway.
Well, it's not like you've gotten better, you've stayed consistently shitty.
I'm better than I was, like, last week. Last week, I, like, could barely fucking sit up.
Yeah, which is why we didn't record that much.
But, it had me wondering, what's the sickest you've ever been?
Sickest? Like...
Or, like, the closest to death you've ever felt because of, like, a cold or something.
Like, that's totally sick nasty, brah, or, like, sick, like, ill.
Well, like...
Straight up ill.
Sick or vomit sick, but don't count food poisoning, because I don't think food poisoning should count.
Well, I don't know really what to count then, because there's that weird thing I've gotten 3 years in a row that, like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't food poisoning, because it happened 3 years in a row, but there's nothing to say it wasn't.
Well, explain what it is.
It's, I wouldn't even call it a stomach bug, it's just, like, for no reason, like, vomit for, like, 2 days in a row. And when I say vomit, like, every half hour on the half hour, like, my body just tries to evacuate everything within my system. And, like, when I say everything, like, I will throw up, like, 10 times in a row. The first 2 would possibly be, like, water, which is, like, the only thing I'll drink during this. So, like, I'll just be, like, gushing water. And then there will be, like, 3 or 4 that's just, like, I'm throwing up stomach bile. And then by the end, I'm literally just dry heaving so hard that I feel like I'm gonna throw up my insides and prolapse my throat out my mouth. And it happened 3 years in a row. It hasn't happened this year yet. And it's right around this time, so I'm pretty worried that it's gonna happen. I have no idea what it could be. My mom said there was, like, she's heard a couple different things from people about, like, it could, like, there's seasonal diseases, but I'm like, it just makes no sense to me, like, how that's a thing. Like, I get it if it's like, alright, maybe you have, like, a weakened immune system to a certain kind of, like, stomach infection or something, and it's like, alright, every year, you know, when I get a cold, it just leads to that. Just like with Maddie, whenever she, like, gets, like, a chest infection, it leads to, like, bronchitis, and this year it led to, like, even pneumonia. But
Well, that's because I have asthma.
you're, like, about to die.
I don't know why she fucking jumped off. But, I mean...
You can run just about as fast as
honestly, you could just have some sort of allergy. Like, when I was a kid, My allergies, I had really bad allergies when I was a kid. Like, really bad. Had to go to the allergist, like, whole 9 yards. Get on the fucking truck. Get on the truck. Christ. And when I was, like, younger, I would get, like, sinus infections. But, like, you know how kids are. Like, they never want to fucking blow their nose. Oh, come on. They just, like, sniffle and, like...
Good, I didn't like Shin anyway.
But you know how, like, kids are. They, like, never want to blow their nose. They just, like, sniffle and stuff like that.
These guys
Yeah.
aren't giving up.
Well, I would do that to the point where, like, the only way the doctors could describe it is that I would get, like, seasickness for, like, a week, where any sudden movement or every, like, hour or half hour, I would just vomit. Because I, like, wouldn't blow my nose enough, or, like, there was just too much post-nasal drip that, like, my stomach couldn't handle it. So, like, it could be something like that.
It's possible. Other than that, the only thing I can really remember is, as a kid, was a skid, nobody knew me by name. No, but, as a kid, there was one time, I had a small bit of pneumonia, but I don't really remember being, like, feeling that sick. Like, I just knew that, like, apparently in the middle of the night, like, my parents woke me up, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on?" And they're like, You're coughing in your sleep, like, very bad. Like, we thought you were dying. And they took me to the hospital, and it turns out I had pneumonia. But the only other thing I vividly remember is, like, being, like, one of the worst, like, sickly moments of my life was, it was a stomach, and it was a food poisoning thing, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was a sick, so I'm breaking the rule here, but I thought it was worth mentioning that I definitely had one of those moments in my life where I was, like, I had food poisoning, and I was on the toilet, like, pulling a number 3, if you catch my drift, you know, having some pretty bad dookies, and, my body wanted to vomit at the same time, and I had no choice but to, like, grab a trash can, and I, like, I don't even know what to call it, but, like, vomited and pulling a number 3 all at the same time, and it was like, oh my god, like, I wanted to die. Felt like my whole body was, like, depressurizing.
I had something like that happen the last time I had food poisoning. I, like, was throwing up so much that, like, everything inside of me was just mushed up. So, like, I was doing that too, where, like, I was, like, on the toilet. I'm like, I'm about to vomit. Like, there's no stopping this. I literally grabbed, like, I had gone to, like, Rite Aid or something. Is he on my side?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's red. Why isn't he dying? Okay.
Yeah, you were, like, beating the pole, and, like, nothing was happening. Jeez. What the fuck is going on, by the way?
I've
totally lost track of this story, or why we're helping
me
this
too.
guy Shane basically, like, rob a place. I don't think that guy's... Is he bad? Another one running away? I don't know. Alright, go on about your vomiting and shitting yourself story.
So I, like, pulled out a plastic bag, and I went to vomit in it, and I did. But turns out there was, like, one of those little holes on the bottom. So I, like,
you told me
I got
this.
a second plastic bag and put it in there, but the second plastic bag had a little hole in the bottom, so I hung it on my, like, door handle on my bathroom door so that it was angled away from the fucking hole because I was just in such bad shape that I couldn't do anything about it. Like, it was one of those times where, like, I laid towels all over my bathroom floor so I could sleep in there because there was nothing else that I could do.
I think we need to pause the episode and be sick. Like, I forgot. That's kind of a gross story. As my feeling is, it's not gross to hear about this kind of stuff to me, as long as it, like, was dealt with in a proper way. Like, you got it into a receptacle. But, like, when people tell the stories where it's like...
I mean, I got it to it eventually.
When people tell the stories where it's like, oh yeah, I threw up on my best friend at the amusement park or something, I'm like, oh no, oh god.
I have another story for you then.
I rue the day when I'll have kids of my own and I have to change diapers. I know I will, because they'll be my kids, but, like, it's still going to be sickening to, like, have to do that kind of stuff. So, you tell me your gross ass story. Go ahead.
It wasn't me, so to help you feel better, it was Riley.
I don't care who it is.
Well, we had gone to, like, where we live, there's, like, a fair, it used to be called, like, the Levitt Fair, because it would be holding this, like, old, parking lot for, building, like, a shop that had closed down. It'd be a fair that would travel and comes every year. You want to take my picture?
Are you talking about the St. Michael's Fair?
No, the Levitt Fair.
I haven't heard of it.
And, like, where the fuck am I?
Did that guy take your picture?
No, she just had her phone out like a white bitch. So, basically, it was, me and one of my friends, I forget who, my brother Riley, and we were basically, like, taking him on rides and stuff because, like, my mom can't go on rides. I think she was there, but she was, like, just waiting for us at the end of every ride. And, we had gone on the Tilt-A-Whirl, I remember, and, like, me and my friend got on one, and Riley had gotten on another, but, like, 2 girls had gotten on, and they ended up being sat with Riley because Riley was really small, and, like, the guy didn't want them to sit by themselves, but he didn't want to sit with me because I was his older sister type of deal. And, basically, halfway through the ride, he was like, I really don't feel good. And I'm like, I can tell. Like, you can tell when someone's, like, about to vomit. Like, the watery eyes, like, they turn real pale. And I'm like, oh, God. So I'm, like, screaming to the instructor, like, stop the ride. He's going to throw up. Like, this guy's not paying fucking attention. He's not doing anything. And Riley literally got to the point where he had to put a hand over his one cheek. I'm going to pause this because I can't. Had to put a hand over one of his cheeks, lean into the side of the fucking Tilt-A-Whirl, throw up all down his shoulders so he wouldn't get it on the 2 girls that were sitting with him.
At least he was a gentleman about it.
The guy still kept the ride going, though.
For how long? Like, a minute or
Like,
so?
for, like, the rest of the ride. Like, Riley had thrown up probably, like, a minute or 2 into it, right? And, like, it's like a 3 or 4 minute ride. Like, the guy just didn't even pay attention. He kept the ride going, and Riley had to, like, sit there with his vomit, like, going down his side for, like, fucking, like, another 2 minutes. And then the guy finally stopped the ride and was like, oh, did you get sick? And we're like, yeah, he fucking got sick. We were fucking yelling to you. Like, come on, bro. Blue tracksuits are the Russians.
Yeah, no, I picked that up real quick. The Russians are stereotypical in this game. Whoa, did you just, like, bounce?
I jumped. Voice is failing again. I jumped.
Just going around town beating up Russians? Is that what I'm gathering?
Yep. They stole my brother.
Oh. Your brother's gonna be dead.
Probs. Most of the hostages are dying, too.
I mean, you're trying your best. Find a sniper perch.
No, look, if you guys are getting spotted, let's use them.
Oh, man.
But he fucking, I think he still has that shirt. So it was like an Alice, no, it was a Weird Al shirt, because we had gone to like a Weird Al concert or something like that, and like every now and then he'll put it on, and he's like, I swear I can still smell it.
Well, on that lovely note, that's all the time that we have for today's episode. You know, subscribe if you haven't already, or, you know, never come back if we just roast you to hell.
You get to look forward to my closest to death moment next time.
Okay. Bye.